when I'm up in your area, know I'm ballin' for show. That's why I pop my collar. Got the beat from rock the dollar. Can't deny I spit it hot. I want it always getting hotter. I got my chain hanging, double deuces still swinging, bumping the trumpet still banging, Marcus on the hook singing. My pocket stay fat, got money in my sock. Keep it dope, make it brag. Got my name around the block. So this is pimpin', pimpin', Mac. This is Mac, been mackin'. You and your homies is talking, we gonna make it happen. Something like a baller, tell by my attire, I'm sort of fire, and it all calls.
Hi guys, and welcome to Game Changer Barbecue. Yes, this is right. My name is Juan Peña, number one, the only one, too many ones. Anyways, just gonna give you a quick little pass by on how to do a brisket. If you want to be the game changer of the house, you want to be the champ of the house, you want to take it to the next level, this is the way to do it. Family will love it. Your friends are going to love it. Everybody's going to look up to you and say, yep, that's the game changer right there. He holds the belt undefeated. So this is Friday. It's 2 days ahead of Sunday, which is the time I'm going to start barbecuing. Sunday morning around 4 a.m. So what I'm looking here to do is trim some of this fat that I don't need. What I'm trying to do is just slim it, get it so I can put my seasoning in there. And this is a dry rub that I'm going to work on. But part of this fat you don't need, part you do need. And if you're going to go on competition style, which I'm not, it's for the house, you don't have to trim too much of the bottom parts. So that way, because it's that's all about looks when you're going competition. But here, all we're doing is just simply getting it a little bit cleaned up and getting that excessive fat that we don't need, and trying to make it quicker, faster, brisket. So hopefully you enjoy this video. I'm going to be talking through it and giving you guys a heads up. The smoker that I'm using is called a Master Pro, which my wife got from me 3 years ago in Albertsons. It was at Home Depot. So I've been on, I've been off, I've done good, I've done bad, but I'm only getting better, as I can tell. I've learned a lot from my YouTube guys. I call it the University of YouTube. I've gone through some channels, I've seen guys, yet I haven't seen guys really work on a Master Pro. I know they talk about the seasoning, they talk about what they do, but the challenge is also the internal heat. The challenge is also the external heat, and most importantly, it's timing too. So and it's about how you want that taste. What charcoals are you going to use? What woods are you going to? What chips are you going to use? Temperature you're going to use. So the one I have to be on it all the time. Okay, so I have to be making sure I've got it going. I got to make sure that the heat is on. I got to make sure the smoke is coming out right. And most importantly, I got to make sure that everything's working out. So here I'm using a little bit of oil, and this is garlic oil. I already put some before this, so I just wanted to show you. But I had already added it, so it's just a little quick editing. But you put it over, you rub it on. The purpose of this is so your seasoning, your dry rub sticks. And I like garlic oil because garlic is always good on almost anything, especially when you're barbecuing for lots of hours. And the seasoning that I'm using, I actually came up with my own seasoning. Yes, can you believe it? I'm to that level. I'm working on my own seasoning. Of course, your core seasoning, salt, pepper. I call it Juan Peña seasoning. Get excited. So what we're doing here, as you can tell, look at that seasoning. Look how it drops like a master, like a boss. Oh, keep on going. Get excited. Anyways. So here I have you want to get it all over top, of course. You want to get it on the meat, especially on those curves right there. You want to get it all in there, and once you're done on the top, you want to you don't want to rub it. You want to kind of like, I don't know how to say it, hit it down so you can stick to it. That's what you want. You want that to stick to it. It's going to go into a refrigerator. It's going to be there for a couple of days. As you can tell, you can see the Worcestershire sauce. That's going to go in there too. Worcestershire sauce has a lot of garlic, and garlic is a game changer when it comes down to smoking. As you can tell, I'm patting it down. I'm not rubbing it. I'm patting it down because I wanted it to stick. Because I wanted to go into the meat. I wanted to give it that delicious taste. And this side over there, you could put a little bit. I mean, it's important because it is going to go. It's always going to be fat side up. So part of that fat side up, that's going to melt and it's going to open up, and that seasoning is going to go down through the what do you call it, the meat. So you want to make sure you get it in there. Here I'm turning around, because now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put that Worcestershire sauce. Important, that's a game changer, guys. Worcestershire sauce. If you're a barbecue guy, if you're going to be out there, you're going to be barbecuing, this is what you got to always have in your house. With some Worcestershire sauce. It's got that oniony, that garlic flavor, and especially if you're gonna, for example, I'm doing mine on Friday, so it's gonna take a couple of days, but it's gonna go in real good. It's gonna taste real good. It's gonna marinate in there. It's gonna give it that delicious taste, and also it gives it a great smell as well. So make sure you always got that. As you can tell, I got some cherry wood coals, and those are pretty cool. The Kingford cherry wood coals. When I'm doing my smoker takes coals, it's gas, and it takes chips as well. And what I like about it is that you get the flavor of all three. Not really the gas, but you get the flavor of the coal, of the woods. And I'm always mixing my wood. Normally, what I like to use on this type of wood is cherry wood and apple wood. I think it's a good combination, and that coal, it gives it that taste, that barbecue taste. After 6 hours of just getting that smoke, because eventually I'm gonna put it in the oven. I'm just basically gonna hyperdrive it. I'm gonna wrap it so all those juices, they go directly into the meat, and instead of making it a 12-hour 14-hour day, I'll probably break it down to a 10-hour day, because another essential part is the resting time. So here we go, just gonna wrap it up, gonna put it in some foil. It's gonna be about 2 days. It's gonna stay in there. It's just gonna take all in that. It's gonna take that salt, that pepper, that seasoning that I put in. It's a secret, I can't tell you, apologize, but I might have to go with it in my grave. Psych. Anyways, just simple things. You guys have fun out there. Come up with your own seasoning. Obviously salt and pepper are very important. I put kosher salt in it, because it's bigger, thicker, and it makes more of an impact. And then of course I got that thicker pepper in there as well. And then all kinds of seasoning. You guys come up with your own seasoning. I've been practicing for a few years, and I'm just coming up with stuff. It's just something triggered my brain, said, you know what, you gotta get to the cooking. Something happened like a robot. I don't know what turned on in me when I turned 40. Just started doing it. Won't stop, can't stop. So here we are. Just put it in the fridge. Gotta get yourself some space, of course. Gotta get that bottle all the way. But anyways, remember, two nights ahead. Here's the next day. It is already Sunday. Remember, I already started early. At 4 in the morning. I didn't show you that part because it was too early and too dark out there. So at this point, I'm just taking out the meat. It's already been over 6 hours, around 200 degrees, 200 to 225. Low and slow. You want to cook it really, really slow and low, because you want that. You want it to get that smoking flavor. Remember, the ones that I use, I already told that. I already said is that charcoal. Cherry wood inside that charcoal, which is pretty cool. It's already integrated in there. And then I added some apple wood chips. And those apple wood chips are pretty cool because they give you extra smoke, and it tastes extra smoke. As you can tell, it's pretty. We're looking for that color, that light red. That's exactly what we want. That's the fat side up. Remember, guys. So here we are. We're going to wrap it up with that foil paper, and then we're going to put it in the oven. And it's about 2 hours to go to the oven. Now, one thing about the oven, you don't have to wait the whole 2 hours. It's all about the internal temperature. So when I took out that meat, it was 175 to 180 degrees. That's when you want to take it out, around that time from the smoker. And then you want to hyperdrive it, as what I'm doing, because what we're doing, we're trapping all those juices, all those meats. We're trapping everything that goes in there. We're basically putting it in there, and we want to taste all that stuff. So that's important. And basically, when you do this, you're hyper driving it. So I'm at 180 degrees. I'm looking to be at 200, 205. I believe on this one, I got up to 210, which, and I checked it an hour afterwards, and it was already 210. So it's still a good time, good temperature, not bad. So I took it out, and then I put it in the cooler. And what you want to do in the cooler, not a cooler. You ain't gonna put no ice or anything, but you put it in a cooler. Put some rags in the bottom of the cooler. It's gonna leak some of that hot oil. And what you're doing, you're just letting it rest. You're letting it, all those juices and those spices get in there. And here you are, the final product coming out. As you can tell, it is super gorgeous. The juices, that's overflow of juices right there that you're looking at. That's been in there. That's like a cocoon. It's like a little egg, that meat right now. Once you cut it in the middle, it's got nothing but juice right on the muscle, and that's what you're looking for. Because the next day you want to cook this on the skillet. Wow, that smell, that taste, it's all still in there. You just did a fine job. You trapped it all in there, and that's what we're looking at. That beautiful bark, that beautiful color. And once we're gonna cut it up, we're gonna take a look at what's the inside it's gonna look like, and what we're looking at for that ring, that red ring around it, and prefer it to be soft, but not too soft, but not too hard either. So you want that nice soft. You want it to be like butter, melt in your mouth. This one came out perfect with a nice little red ring on it, guys. This is, I started at 4 o'clock in the morning. 2 days in advance. You got to be prepared. You want to be the champ. You want to be the game changer at the house. This is the way to do it. As you can tell, it's got a good color, good look. It just breaks like butter, and that bark is just right outside of it. That seasoning was perfect. And here you go, taster time. And drop it like it's on. Recover. Delicious. Take a look at the juice, though. This is what I was talking about. Extra juice. So check it out. Wow, get excited, guys. That's what I'm talking about. Nothing but juices in there. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure you comment, share, and like. Love you guys. Enjoy.